Hi, this is Oliver Staley. I'm a reporter and editor at Quartz, and I'm in Lusaka, Zambia, University Teaching Hospital, for an article about stroke. I've been looking at stroke for a year now and found that in the developed world, countries like the US and in Europe, stroke's getting a lot better because of advances in treatment and prevention. But in the developing world, in countries like Zambia, it's getting a lot worse. One of the reasons is an increase in hypertension brought about by fatty diets and a lot of salt intake. But it's also because communicable diseases like HIV and malaria are under control, so people are living longer and they're more apt to get stroke. Zambia has no Zambian neurologists. All specialized neurological care, which can be essential for diagnosing and treating stroke, is provided by visiting foreigners. But that's changing. An innovative new program is training 5 Zambian doctors to be neurologists, and the plan is for them to spread the best practices of stroke care around the country and train future generations of Zambian doctors, eventually turning the tide of stroke.
At the moment, we don't have anyone who's sort of Zambian and who's a trained neurologist. And if you look at our population, we're going towards 17 million people. Lusaka alone has over 4 million people.
The program was launched in 2018 with the first class of 5 Zambian doctors. Deanna Saylor, an American neurologist from Johns Hopkins University, moved to Lusaka to lead their training.
We're training Zambian physicians to be neurologists, and we're training them in Zambia. So right now we have 3 trainees doing adult neurology and 2 trainees doing pediatric neurology. So these are physicians who've already completed medical school, they've completed their internship, and now we're doing postgraduate specialty training.
My hopes for this program is that it expands, we get more trainees to expand this training program, have more neurology doctors, and spread out to the rest of the country.
5 or even 50 neurologists will be a drop in the bucket compared to Zambia's needs. To have the same ratio of neurologists to population as wealthy Western countries, they'll need to train close to 900 neurologists. But the new specialists will also train Zambia's general practitioners, the country's front line in stroke care.
Up until we really began this program, the predominance of neurology teaching for all medical professionals in the country was by non-neurologists. And now with us being here, not only are we training these specialists to be, fully trained neurologists, but we're also the ones doing the neurology training in medical school, as well as for some of the other non-physician healthcare workers, like akin to physician's assistants in the US. And so we're revamping their curriculum and teaching them neurology so that the baseline level of neurology knowledge is improving, not just in the neurology trainees, but in healthcare providers throughout Zambia.
The people who are looking after these patients with stroke, starting with neurologists and going all the way to sort of like clinical officers, nurses, and everyone. I think the impact that we're going to have in terms of all these other cadres being involved and sort of doing the right clinical practice is enormous.